I will share with you a quick mini live session, live coaching call replay where I spoke with Leonne, who already has set up her school. She already has 3 paying members or so, and we discussed the plan of what's next, even for you, if you already have a few paying members, right, which is actually your first milestone, right? Get to 5 paying members first. What is then next, and how are you gonna get from 5 to 10 to 15 to 30, 40, 50 then, right? How are you gonna get there? So in this session, I speak about just that. The 3 steps. Set it all up. Set up the Skool membership program so you can charge $97 per month. Secondly, enroll a few people and be able to keep enrolling more people, paying you by just talking and engaging with people. And then step 3, put some kind of systems in place through which you're gonna get more members coming in ongoingly. Okay, enjoy this session. If you have any questions, ask away in the comments. How is everything going? Tell me.
I made some huge changes with just how I want to work, and I really wanted to bring it here just to kind of get some either validation or advice. But for the past 4 years, I've been running a Facebook group. I've been reaching out to each of the members to talk about the school, to talk about how to stay connected, invite them to calls.
Those out of Facebook group, reaching out to those?
Reaching out to those individually.
Yes.
That's really what I've been doing. And I hired somebody to help me with my social media content so that I can focus on reaching out and bringing people into my school.
I will ask you more questions, but I will tell you this because you brought up a few things. And as you know, the first step is to get to the first 5 to 10 members, right? And yes, keep talking to people, sign a few, so you get to those 5 whatever members, all right? Here now is the second step for everyone then. How to really go from those 5 to 10 to 40, 50, 60, 70. That's where I'm going right now. So I needed to think about this plan today, how someone can get to that milestone and what that person should do on a weekly basis and what that person should have in place to kind of get there, right? We could kind of brainstorm these ideas a little bit, right? But so we know these are the milestones to go through. The first one was like, hey, set it all up, be able to accept members. Second milestone is what you just talked about. Hey, get to 5, 6, 7. And then there is the third milestone, which is like, how can we go a little up north to stabilize the whole system, foundation, recurring income, have a lot of happy members, and so on, right? So here is where this transition is now, right? Get first 5, 6, 7 members so you can start creating transformational case studies. That's where it all begins. Can people get results? Because out of there is a few more ways now of how we're gonna expand. I will bring up the third thing after, but the first 2 things is like keep talking to people, keep following up with leads, keep chatting, keep booking calls, keep going with that. Secondly, all of us need to follow a weekly content creation plan potentially. I don't know if I should bring this as a second thing, but can we have some kind of content plan that goes out on a weekly basis, like 2 or 3 times per week into certain places? Either send an email out to the email list, post on YouTube, or post in that Facebook group, even if it's dead, or post on Instagram or somewhere, all right? Just can you have something that goes out? I mean, I will talk about that later, but this is important, right? Content is actually quite important, not just content, emails that go out to the email list. So another 2 or 3 things to add on this is later we're going to begin with something. How can we get our members to refer more members to us? We will just for a touch wait with this idea because I would really like the school to open this feature right now soon. I don't want to push this, hey, can you ask those 3, 4, 5 people to recommend you more? Can we just wait a bit? Because wouldn't it be cool that your members could be commissioned for that? And we'll wait probably for another few weeks or a month or so. But that's not the key tool anyway, the members referring more people yet. It's kind of a key tool later on. But just the last 2 things that should be done on a weekly, daily basis to get yourself to those 50, I will just merge this into one probably, because I'm going to do it this way, right? Yes, have kind of a lead magnet. Have a lead magnet to grow your email list. Have that, yes.
That's my question for today. But
yeah, but I'll just say this is the last sentence that I'm going to say or two. Have kind of a lead magnet because YouTube needs to build your email list. From Facebook, people could opt in to get on from that group. I mean, you can get them on us. Get people on an email list. But what I'm going to say here is I am going to really do a weekly webinar class. which is like completely free for anyone. Besides of this session today, which is more like for those who are interested in Skool, affiliate with me, and this is the Wednesday, I'm going to do the Thursdays webinar free class. And I'm going to open it to all of my, let's say, leads and those people in the Facebook group and so on. Because with my content, I'm going to get people to come and talk here to me. They're going to opt in as well. On Thursdays, I'm going to do that free webinar class. Leonne, you could easily do that one, or anyone, just because that one connects a lot of dots together, a lot of dots. And that could be one lead magnet. There is other options for lead magnets, but I brought this up because I'm going to do these 3 or 4 things on a weekly basis. And I even created a Google Doc today. I'm going to submit it to my course modules where I'm going to track my weekly performance. This Google Doc is going to be tracking my performance until I reach the 50 members. I'm at 30 plus right now. Go to 50, go to 70, go to 100 then. But I'm going to be tracking my weekly performance in that Google Doc. Every week, I'm going to write down a few things, just so I know how many members I have right now, how much monthly recurring income I have right now. And then secondly, how many new leads I put on the email list, how many new people I talked to, how many new people I added into the program this week, and a few other questions. I wrote all of that down. I'll be tracking those numbers because I want to know if I am performing. Have I put 3 content pieces out this week? Have I promoted this Thursday's webinar class, my lead magnet? This one also builds an email list. The webinar class gets people here to talk to you, and we'll do these classes in a simple way. Just ask people what's their questions, and then answer those questions, and then plug in the idea, hey, I have a community membership. You could be guided further there. If you want to know more about it, just wait till the end of the session or talk with me privately or go to that link. We'll be passively plugging in the idea of a membership. Those people become leads, right? So that's what I'm squeezing now into a new lesson as my 3rd module now. Like the first one is have it already. Second one is get to 5 members. The third one is start doing this on a weekly basis and get from 5, 7 to 10, 15, 20, 30, create case studies, get people, refer you more people, create some content, build an email list somehow, keep talking to people, and track it a bit, because I really want us to get there. Okay, I put this off my shoulders right now, because so you know where I stand, because you can take stuff from this now, and you know where you could go. And I have questions for you now. I mean, I would like you to ask, in fact.
Yes. So I'd love to share my content calendar so you can see what I have planned for the rest of the year. I do have a content calendar that is carefully plotted out with my topic for the week and what I want to talk about, 3 different content pieces that I will put out, and where and when I will post them.
Good.
The reason it was easy for me to pull that together when I realized I had to give it to somebody else to make it really easy, to have somebody else kind of do that part, but also we'll be tracking it. So thank you for reminding us. But yes, we're going to track it, see how everything is performing, and making sure that we're on top of it now. So I love the idea. I love the idea of the webinar.
For sure. We will overview your content plan. What I want to see later there is that people can take some action out of those content pieces. Okay, there exists 3 or 4 or 5 different call to actions. Hey, message me, or hey, comment down below, or hey, register for the webinar, or click this link, or whatever. Right? Go to my bio. Hey, do this next. Right? Those content pieces should have these kind of things, because people naturally always take action. So,
would you suggest that we put call to actions on every one?
You don't need to do it in every post, but like maybe on quite a few, because there are a lot.
So most of it, okay.
Depends, okay. I apply it at the end, all right? Like I'm like, hey, value, hey, blah, blah, blah. And hey, you know what? Or PS, or hey, just at the end, like plug it in anyway. Or hey, at the end, I'm looking for a case study who I'm going to do this with, or hey, I'm running a live class. But you can even create a full standalone. I'm not going to go into this because we have connection content, educational content, and promo lead gen content, right? Those can be like, hey, I'm running a workshop. Hey, you can work with me one-on-one. Hey, this is how my membership looks like. Apply below, right? Or schedule a call. So anyway, we will discuss the content planning.
Okay.
That's just one category, right? But I want to check with you if everything else is also already ready, right? You know,
Yes.
your school, we did that, right? We connected it to the software. You have an email software now. We need to check still into your calendar page, but those things are already all in place for you, right?
Mhm.
So so now you see you can move now into this stage now of growing and signing members. And the first thing is, which you need to be good with, managing contacts, managing leads, and talking to them. And
Yeah.
if you go into the chat with them, get them on a call, be able to enroll a new member. So that's one area that we need to make work, to be honest, because the other things later won't even work probably if you can't help yourself with, hey, can I just talk with someone, maybe sign today or this week like 2 people for 97 a month, too easy, right? So
it's too easy when you're good at it. Yes.
I mean, and that's my point, right? I need to practice that with you maybe, or with anyone. Like I told Leonardo 2 days ago, he came yesterday, bring those 2 recordings of your 2 sales calls. One was successful, one was that he failed to enroll that member. Bring them tomorrow to me, on Thursday tomorrow with me. I'm going to have a private session. I'm going to record a YouTube video for my channel, giving him feedback live on those 2 conversations. And I'm going to help him improve his talk. The next exercise that I want to do next time with maybe 4 people of us here, I could record it again for my YouTube session if anyone wants to do it, is like, can we do a 20-minute sales role play as 3 or 4 people on this group call? Can we practice? I mean, I want to bring these exercises to the game, but you see, that's this first thing. Can we be able to speak to that person? And even how to get them on a call. So do you have any questions about it, about your, if you have an example right now for that, maybe in your DMs, I could tell you what to say.
So I have been running into, I'm not sure I can afford that commitment. Can I meet with you one-on-one? That has been the most common.
I talked about this last time in one of my videos. And I said how important at the beginning is, and actually I said it's valuable, to be honest, for you or to you to go on those calls. It's very valuable.
Yes.
Not only that you're going to actually sign someone for 97 a month, which is 1K plus per year if they're going to stay or so. Just think that way, okay? Not only that, but you are sharpening your skills of what do these people really need? What are they saying to you? Do they see value in what you're telling them, right? I mean, you are sharpening your talk because then later you can create better content, right? Yeah. Like I saw on my calls that people are like, if I tell them I'm going to work with you on results basis, I saw people signing with me. Guess what I'm creating in my content now? I am looking for anyone else who wants to work with me on results basis. I help you really succeed. I found those things working here, and I'm putting them now into my other content and talk and knowledge, and even I'm teaching the same thing. So anyway, you need to figure out what you say on those one-on-one calls, because if you can't make one-on-one chats work, how are you going to run a webinar class with 10, 15 people if you don't know how to talk to them, to be honest? Because if you were not... because
I want to close the sale. Yeah, it's really close.
That's the same thing later with a group of people. You will see that. I've done it 3, 4, 5 times, those group calls. At the end, 3 or 4 people stay with you on the call because they are interested to more about signing. And guess what? Talking to 4 people right now from a group called How to Sign Them is the same thing as talking to 1 person. It's the same thing. Hey, what's your questions? To be honest, you say to them, I dropped the link already down below to my school. You can sign up right now. But if you have any questions, just let's talk. And you see, closing 3, 4 people then, or even if it's just 1 now stayed after the workshop, is it worth to you to stay for 15 extra minutes after the workshop webinar class to sign another person? Because your goal is just that, like signing 2 or 3 or 1 person per week, and in a year you're going to have your 50 members. So you see how it's all connected. So that's why I would say to you, it's quite valuable for you to do that, to be honest, to talk to people.
Yeah, that's helpful.
I mean, at least please get to 5, 6, 7, 8 members and then tell me, hey, I'm good. Can you tell me any more automated stuff? But one of the automated things anyway will be like, hey, send an email out. People will auto-schedule application calls with you. And you see, you got yourself again on a quick call, right? I mean, that's But the other one will be like, hey, send them the link and tell them in the PS, in the email, reply to me via email right now, ask me any questions before you sign on your own through the link that I gave you, right? I mean, yes, then can you close in the DMs now? So that's my point. It's all connected. And that's why I'm saying, please, we got to just do whatever was planned here for us to do, all right? So, okay, that's, let's say, answered now, right? And then we said content plan, which we can overview later. Good. You need to now pick like one automated system that you're going to start building. I mean, by the way, those are already automated things. You need to daily go follow up with some contacts of your pipeline. That's that, talking to people. Second one, hey, make sure weekly you really post 2 or 3 times or so.
Yeah.
That's a system. All of this is systems, right? Accept members into your school. That's a system because you built it. You can get someone to pay you and they will be in. They're going to come to the group call. Creating case studies is also a system, to be honest. So anyway, this is a bunch of 7 or 8 systems that we are running here. But we got to get a traction with them slowly, because then you will really feel good. There later will be a system how to get your members, refer you more members. This is a system behind it. Again, no one is going to refer to people to you if they don't know that they can and that they should, because it creates a community around them all. They support one another. And guess what? If they're going to be paid 20% per month, those people will want those people to stay in your community. It's again a system. All right. And so you're going to need to pick one system. I already have picked 3 or 4 myself. I have a team that's another system,
Yeah.
I have 2 teammates. I want to run.
That was definitely.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel for an unlimited traffic. I see it here. I have those systems in front of me right now in my modules, right?
What would you suggest is my very next move?
You gotta reach out to 3 or 4 people per day.
Oh, yeah. And I'm reaching out to about 10 people a day. And so I just need to
I want to make sure that
keep that conversation.
I want to make sure that you know how to navigate in our CRM, navigate the pipeline. I want to make sure that you know how to do that. Like, I want to see it visually. Who are those people? And maybe next time ask me that. Like, I want to see, because I see opportunities everywhere. If you just then do those things that I will say, like, I will see like, who are these 3 people? Follow up. Otherwise, remove them from here. Remove them away. Like, don't talk to them. I mean, so that's what you need to do. Reach out to 3 or 4 people. Try to get 2 respond to you. Because then you're going to invite them for a call. That 1 or 2 who responded in any way. So, but we got to practice that. You got to keep doing this. This is what I'm going to say. Keep doing this. Get yourself so you can show me you got 5 members now paying, or 6 or 7, so we can meet and talk what's next.
Got it.
But then we're going to pick another idea, which we'll discuss that. I need to ask you more questions. Are you going to be able to start doing a webinar maybe, or are you going to do the first one?
I do like the idea of the webinar that aligns with my plan.
But let's slow down for a moment. Keep doing this right now, because I don't know yet what's the right thing for you, but achieve the first milestone first, all right? The rest we will build later. I do have steps for later, all right? But you gotta get to 5, 6, 7, because maybe I'm gonna tell you, hey, pull one of those members out of your group now, after you worked with them, and record a 10-15 minute case study video. And guess what? Put it on YouTube. Start putting one YouTube video per week up there, because guess what? In 3-4 months, my YouTube got picked up. Maybe you saw 503 subscribers. Started in February.
I was like, I wanted to help, but I was already there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so slow, to be honest, but I'm trying to pick myself every day up. Like, I'm at 500, but guess what? I have quite quality subscribers. I actually get paid members of my YouTube channel. Kind of like that's worth more than having 10K subscribers and I don't get paid from them. So anyway, we know the mindset here, huh?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.